Scarlet Flower Hanabi. Passive Ninjutsu Petal Barrage. When Hanabi's basic attacks and skills hit a target, they can bounce up to 4 times to nearby valid targets, but deal less damage with each bounce. First skill, Ninjutsu Equinox. Hanabi gains a shield while increasing her movement speed and attack speed for a period of time. A portion of Hanabi's damage dealt will be added to her shield. Hanabi is immune to control effects when she has a shield from any source. Second skill, Ninjutsu Soul Scroll. Hanabi throws an energy kunai in a target direction, dealing damage to enemies hit and slowing them. The kunai will also mark the target, causing them to take full damage from the next bounce. Ultimate Forbidden Jutsu Higanbana. Hanabi throws Higanbana in the target direction. When Higanbana hits an enemy hero, it will damage and immobilize them. After a short delay, Higanbana will bloom under each hero hit, dealing physical damage to enemy heroes in range. In the laning phase, use Hanabi's second skill to poke the enemy and mark them, and continue to chip away their HP with basic attack bounces before using her first skill and engaging them head-on. In teamfights, start with Hanabi's second skill to slow the enemies. Then follow up with her ultimate to immobilize them and let loose with basic attacks. During this time, use her first skill accordingly for more damage and survivability, and keep up the damage with her bouncing basic attacks. With her passive's unique bouncing mechanic, Hanabi poses a high threat to grouped-up enemies. She has relatively high AoE damage for a marksman, but is susceptible to high burst damage. Without a shield, she becomes vulnerable to enemy CC. Upgrade Hanabi's second skill at level 1, and continue to prioritize upgrading it as her main source of damage. Activate her shield when anticipating incoming CC to negate them, and deal damage to prevent her shield from being destroyed. When an enemy is approaching, stay steady and activate her first skill to increase Hanabi's chance of winning in close combat. Hanabi's ultimate can bounce between enemy heroes, so try to throw it into groups for maximum effect. Golden Staff is Hanabi's core piece of equipment, since it can greatly enhance the attack effects from other equipment and the damage from her passive. Build Corrosion Scythe for her in the early game to give her more damage and chasing ability, and Malefic Roar in the late game to deal with tanks. We recommend the Inspire battle spell for Hanabi, since it can significantly increase Hanabi's damage with strengthened basic attacks. Aegis is also a good choice for Hanabi since it works with her passive to gain control immunity. Hanabi counters heroes that rely heavily on CC abilities such as Tigreal and Beleric, since Hanabi can use her first skill to ignore CC. Hanabi is weak against heroes with high burst damage, such as Lancelot and Zilong, because they can quickly take down her shield. Hanabi works well with heroes who can initiate with CC, such as Carmilla and Atlas, so she can focus on maximizing her bounce and ultimate damage. Hanabi lacks damage in the early game, so focus on farming and poking enemies with basic attacks and bounce damage. In mid to late game teamfights, use her ultimate to CC enemies, and with good positioning, make the most of her passive and first skill to keep up a barrage of damage on the enemy.